In the quaint coastal town of Marowak, a peculiar event unfolded each year that was neither wholly understood nor entirely ignored by its inhabitants. The town, known for its gnarly cliffs and the enigmatic ruins of Twisted Steeple Keep, harbored a phantasmal occurrence every autumn equinox. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about the ancient mechanism dubbed the Diluvian Clockwork, a coastal mystery which was revealed only when the tide ebbed unusually far, drawing back like a colossal breath being taken by the sea itself. The event involved an old, barnacle-encrusted clock tower that emerged from the ocean's depths. Eccentric and aloof, the clockwork was visible for only a handful of hours before it was reclaimed by the watery abyss. In those brief moments, the tower unveiled a doorway, inviting the brave or the foolish to glimpse its secrets. Edgar Crane, a fledgling writer with an insatiable curiosity for the arcane, decided to explore this curiosity after moving to Marowak. His initial skepticism was worn away by the lure of the unknown and the incessant, haunting tales spun by the locals at the Squid and Ink, the town's oldest pub. On the day of the equinox, armed with his grandfather's old naval coat and a sturdy lantern, Edgar ventured towards the coastline. The sands were cold, dark, and damp underfoot as twilight merged into an eerie, fog-laden night. As predicted, the sea parted with a silent moan, revealing the sunken clockwork. Its exposed form seemed both ancient and impossibly intricate. Copper and tarnished brass gears exposed to the elements, sea foam bubbling at its base. Edgar approached the doorway, its arch inscribed with sigils that thrummed softly under his touch, symbols of time, tide, and man's folly. Inside, the clockwork was infinitely larger than its outward appearance suggested. The halls were lined with oscillating gears and pendulums, each swing and turn resounding like the heartbeat of the ocean. At the heart of the edifice, there stood a colossal central chamber, with walls adorned by tattered banners depicting time's passage, births, deaths, empires risen and crumbled. It was there he found the ageless timekeeper, a being not quite human, clad in robes that shimmered with the mist of sea spray. "Why does the clock tower emerge?" Edgar asked hesitantly. The timekeeper's eyes, deep and eternal as the sea, stared back before he spoke. "It is a reminder, a lesson steeped in humility. Humanity's dominion over nature is but temporary. Your epochs are mere seconds in the eyes of the earth. Here we measure not hours, but eons." Edgar, heart pounding with the revelation, asked further, "What happens now?" With a faint, almost imperceptible smile, the timekeeper replied, "You carry this truth back, lest it be forgotten at high tide." As he spoke, the tower began to tremble. The sea was returning to reclaim its sentinel. Edgar fled, heart racing as the tower groaned and shuddered around him. He emerged just as the waves crashed into the cliff, the tower sinking beneath frothy waves, leaving no trace of its existence. Back in Marowak, Edgar penned his experience, dubbing it the Diluvian Clockwork. The manuscript circulated through town, its story regarded as a blend of allegory and lunacy. Yet each year, as the equinox approached and the sea whispered its secrets, those who had read Edgar's tale watched the horizon a little more closely, respecting the ancient rhythmic pulse of the earth, a timeless clockwork to which all were bound.